Hello, 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 welcome back to another trek through the dungeon. This time the extended endgame run that I'm doing with Shinegami, the imperceptible vampire caster, dragon summoner person thingy, continues. Couple announcements while I go ahead and flash all the different things that I have going on. And why is this mouse refusing to hide? There we go. A couple announcements. Firstly, I'm sure that you guys have seen, or at least I hope you guys have noticed, that I have a different video. It's a little bit different than what I've done before. It's a dual commentary with a friend of mine. I'm really hoping to get some feedback on that. Drainstorm is a fun game, and I'm hoping that if, there's enough interest, maybe we do a run of Drainstorm, just to show off the game a little bit. So that's one. Second is that I've managed to figure out how to stream a channel in Justin.tv or whatever so that I can live stream. And I was curious if there was any interest in me doing a live stream of something. That's two. Three, some of you have seen me on Webcrawl, and I want to thank everybody I meet there for the shout out. It's always great to know that, people know you. It makes you feel like a celebrity if you're anything like me. Okay, that's the three announcements. I guess there's a fourth, and that is that I recently actually beat the entire game and extended endgame with a 15 rune elf wizard run. So I no longer am worried that I'm in completely unexplored territory or anything, which is nice. I think that was everything I had to say. Okay, cool. On to the run. Thus far, for those of you who aren't following the whole thing, I picked up the early game runes before I began this video series, and by early game I mean the 3 layer branches, so slimy, barnacled, and I guess decaying. I also picked up the silver rune for completing the vaults, and I got the abyssal rune, which isn't technically an early game rune, but I can go either way with how I classify that. After I got those 5, I went ahead and did the pandemonium runes, and those were in the last video, so you've seen these 4, as well as the demonic rune, which is the generic rune that gets spawned while you're in there. So pandemonium is complete, and we are ready to move onwards to the rest of the runes. I'm in a Ziggurat right now. Issue is my helmet and gloves are still generic, and my shield is still crap, because I don't like an AC boosting shield. I want a resistance boosting shield. Even when wielding my Sword of the Tormentor, which I recently acquired and will show off for you guys again, resist fire to 2 levels and strength +4. I believe my resistances were incomplete. Very much incomplete. I don't have 3 levels of resist cold. I'm actually surprised by that. Did I take off something that gave me resist cold for some reason? Because I vaguely recall having resist cold. To at least some degree. Oh, it's because I'm thirsty. Yeah, when this goes back to 0, my resist cold will fill out, and my life protection will fill out as well. It's the resist fire that's 1 short. So I'm kind of on the fence. I could continue the Ziggurat rating, but Ziggurats remain one of the only places where you realistically can still die with a character who's doing fairly well. I don't want to do the fiery branch of hell without 3 levels of life protect, but there's still more than 1 vault area where I might potentially get more good armors, and if I devote my scrolls of acquirement to acquiring good armors, I should be good. So I'm kind of on the fence, honestly, about whether or not to do that. Now that control teleport is being cancelled out in these vault areas, there's no point wearing a ring of teleport control, but I don't have a better ring to wear. Is this a better ring? No, it's not. Actually, magic resist, just generic magic resist is not a bad idea, just to hang on to. I don't need any of these items at all, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and channel me back my mana. The reason I'm rapid channeling like this is specifically to force my, myself to be near bloodless again, and then bloodless, and if I do that right, I should be able to get Torment Immunity and max level of Resist Cold on board. And that's kind of important because, well, being protected is important. That's kind of self-explanatory, actually. Good God, son. Any particular reason you don't want to be bloodless? There we go. Better. Okay. So yeah, I'm still 1 level of resist cold short. I might actually be wearing a fire plus something or the other. I don't know. What is this swamp or this steam dragon armor doing for? Oh yeah, it's just a generically good armor. So overall, really good item set right now. I could leave Pandemonium or Ziggurats just as is and have done with it, but I'm a greedy son of a bitch, so I'm gonna go 1 level further and then give up. I have 13 spell levels. What am I packing? Summon Dragon I know is my main, and I guess I had the Control Teleport spell for before I had a Control Teleport rank, so I can get another 4 levels. Yeah, Conjurations are a -3, so I'm never going to be doing massive Conjuration damage, I guess. I could potentially, like, build another good spell into my character. Do I have Haunt? I don't have Haunt? I do have Haunt. Haunt is my A. Okay, good. Yeah, well, I guess Haunt and Dragons is all you really need. I mean, I got some key resistance spells at least. I'm hopeful, like the Repel Missiles or Deflect Missiles. There we go. Deflect, that's the good stuff. And Swiftness and Fly. And do I have Haste? I have Haste. Okay, good. Ready to go. So, without further ado, because I don't have as much time as I would like today, let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and get this thing going. And remap some of these keys to what I've been using recently. Swiftness, deflect missiles, anything else I needed? I think I like going invisible before I go. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Invisible. And should always remember to go invisible first. Swift, invisible. I don't need to pre-haste. Maybe I should, though, just, you know, to be really cautious. But I don't want to risk the glow stacking too much, so let's just go down like this, yeah. And I'm stealthy enough that I should be able to get away with standing here and spam dragoning for a while. Oh, now I remember how my macros work. There we go. Oh, lucky me, it's just a whole truckload of orcs. It's like a super advanced version of Orc 4 all compressed into a small living space. Okay, and with extra Orcish Warlords just to, you know, make things challenging, but... yeah. What's my Abjure again? L. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get rid of the Nixil before he starts drawing fire. This is an easy win. Like, there's no question we're gonna win this. So the reason I'm so fearful of the Ziggurats is I've entered Ziggurats where there was 20 or 30 angels, each of which could haste or unsummon, or whatever that word is for unsummoning, where you abjure. And of course, this is version 0.9, so all abjure is max abjuration. So, yeah, definitely not comfortable dealing with those. And if there's a lack of control teleport, well, those can be extremely dangerous. Oh, hello! Regeneration plus 2 levels of resist fire. Now, that's a great ring. Regeneration increases your natural hungering, but who cares? I'm a vampire. As long as I'm fully hungry, it doesn't matter. Let's see if I can handle a hit of int plus 5, of losing int plus 5. I can handle it just fine. In fact, I'm hungerless level 6 casting already, which is great. Spellcasting's up to 23 is probably part of the reason why that's the case. Yeah, I don't know that I need to be focusing these skills anymore. I almost want to drop armor. It's past level 10. How bad is the evade penalty on this thing? There isn't an evade penalty on this thing. Yeah, I don't need armor that high. Like, 10 is plenty. Let's drop it. Dodging can slow train, fighting can slow train. I don't need more spellcasting because I'm reliable. Can always push invocations to 16, I guess. Marginally increase my damage output that way. See, this is the beauty of being at this stage in the game. You don't really need any more experience in anything. I think I'll just throw some points at... yeah, I guess I understand why I picked armor, because defense is what's going to end up saving my life. More than a better offense at this point. Okay. So definitely gonna wear the Ring of Regeneration, because that's awesome, and it maxes out my fire resistance. I'm sure to resist cold, but I can always swap an ice ring on or something if need be. So, I'm ready to leave Pandemonium, I guess. I'm still missing a good pair of gloves, I guess, but, you know, while we're imagining miracles, that's not a big deal. Can I memorize all that stuff? I can. course, none of it's useful, so I won't, but I guess it would be nice to have a good direct damage spell, or maybe teleport other. I can see that saving my life eventually. Of course, if I'm ever in a situation where I want to teleport other, I can just use my wands of teleport, so. So, enough is enough. Swiftness, fly, what else do I need? Deflect missiles, channel mana back. Instead of going invisible, let's haste first before entering. And now let's go in. Because if I'm pre-hasted, and oh god, I just picked the wrong button, there we go. If I'm pre-hasted, I should be able to get many more dragons in play much faster. And notice how I don't even trigger my dragons to attack. I choose to wait as long as possible and let them come to me. That's not necessarily the best way to play this, because you might want to have some place to retreat to, but I enjoy doing it that way. Yeah, so one of the design decisions made, I'm just talking about the game in general, because as you can see, this is kind of a straightforward... Oh, fuck, kill the tentacle. Not sure what that means.